What's up guys and welcome to FPL Today. I'm the man in the know, J&O, and that's backed by popular demand. And welcome to Blanks and Doubles for Manchester United, where we look at the Manchester United options for Double Game Week 32 to try and figure out who are the best players to pick from that side going into such an important game week. But before we get into the video, it's not actually a plug for the Fantasy Football Blogging Awards, which links are in the description down below, but it's actually a plug for you guys absolutely smashing it in the comments down below recently. I've been trying to reply to as many of you as possible, so thank you guys so much for all of your input on this series and your input on some other stuff as well. You guys have been absolutely fantastic, and let's get on with the video. So we start off with the defenders as we usually do, and to be honest, there's not as many defenders in this list as usual, because I've gone with Lindelof at 5.1 million and Shaw at 5.1 million. To me, these two seem to be the best options in that defence to go with, unless you maybe go into De Gea, who is of course nailed on and is 5.7 million and scored more points than both of these guys this season. But the issue I have with the Man United defence in general is the possibility of people being nailed on, and these two, they look favoured by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. However, Lindelof is on international duty. Who knows what will happen with Lindelof? Will he play in both games? And then Shaw is one yellow card away, I believe, from being suspended, which means if he got it in the first game, he wouldn't play in the second game of the game week. However, despite those potential negatives, these are the two that stand out the most to me if you are going for a Man United defender. If you potentially want a more nailed-on choice, Smalling is an option. However, he just does not have the underlying stats of these two. So if these two are playing, I think these two are the ones to go for. You have Lindelof at 5.1 million. He's got 32 points, 3 returns from 6, 1 goal, 1 assist, 2 clean sheet points, and 6 bonus points. That is incredible returns for a defender at 5.1 million. 6 penalty area touches, 3 shots on goal, 3 from inside the box, 1 on target, 1 big chance, 1 chance created, which was also a big chance. Lindelof has looked much improved under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer compared to his days under Jose Mourinho. I mean, I suppose you could say that about the whole Man United side. If I was securing the fact that Lindelof was playing in both games, I would be going with Lindelof because he doesn't have that yellow card hanging over his head. However, if Lindelof isn't an option, I do like the look of Shaw. It would be, of course, a gamble because you may miss out on the second game. But the second game is against Wolves, and as we know, Wolves like a goal against the top 6. So Shaw at 5.1 million, 24 points, 3 returns from 6, again 1 assist, 3 clean sheets, 1 bonus point, 10 penalty area touches, no shots on goal, but he has had a chance created and 1 big chance created. If I'm honest, I am disappointed by Shaw's underlying stats though. 1 chance created isn't really enough for 6 games, not for a wing back, so that is a caveat on Shaw, and that's why I prefer Lindelof so much. So if I hear Lindelof is playing, he is my favourite way into this Manchester United defence. We then move on to the midfield, and we've got a similar issue. Again, I'm only really suggesting 2 players, and my issue is there is rotation at Manchester United in a good way. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is giving some of the younger players some chances to perform in that Man United side. For me, Pogba is of course the nailed-on way into that side at 8.9 million. He is also the most expensive way into that midfield other than Alexis Sanchez, and I don't think you should really be considering Alexis Sanchez. Just because of the way things are going around there, it looks like Sanchez may potentially leave in the summer. Pogba is the way into that midfield, the secure way, the way that most people will get into that Man United midfield. 31 points, 3 returns from 6, 2 goals, 2 assists. However, there have been some blanks and even minus points in these game weeks that I'm looking at. He has got 4 bonus points as well, and he's got 17 penalty area touches with 11 shots on goal, 6 from inside the box, 6 on target, 3 big chances, 17 chances created, and 1 big chance created. Now, I personally think Pogba has been slightly disappointing recently, but against Watford and Wolves, I potentially see him being allowed to move further forward again. He has dropped back a bit deeper when Matic was injured, and even with Matic back, he hasn't exactly been the attacking threat as when Solskjaer first came into power at Manchester United. But I still believe Pogba could be of value to us, and I think as soon as the shackles are let loose again, Pogba could be a massive player for us. But if you are looking for a differential, I would potentially look at Martial at 7.2 million. But if you are looking for a differential, I'd potentially look at Martial at 7.2 million. Now again, he is a bit of a rotation issue, but the underlying stats are best for him out of all the rotation issues in that Man United midfield, so I would go with Martial. He's got 21 points, only 1 return from the last 6 games he's played in, but that game had 1 goal and 1 assist with 1 bonus point. He had 31 penalty area touches in the last 6 games, 11 shots, 8 inside the box, 5 on target with 1 big chance and 7 chances created. So for me, if you are looking for a cheaper way in and potentially a differential way, Martial could be a man, but Pogba is the secure way, and he'd be the one I would suggest to anyone that was asking me. And then we move on to the forwards, and this is where it gets a bit more interesting. Again, there's only two options on the screen. It's Lukaku at 10.8 million and Rashford at 7.6. Both have had great periods of form this season, and it's possible that both play in the games against Watford and Wolves. Lukaku at 10.8 million has been the one in form currently. 31 points, 2 returns from 6, 4 goals and 6 bonus points. 28 penalty area touches, 16 shots on goal, 15 from inside the box, 10 on target, 8 big chances. Only 1 chance created, so his chance creation is very limited, but those are very good underlying stats for the amount of chances he's having on goal and where they're coming from and whether they're big chances or not. Rashford, on the other hand, is 7.6 million. That is 3 million cheaper than Lukaku, so a much easier way into the Manchester United attack. 16 points, 1 return from 6, slightly worse off than Lukaku. He's got 1 goal and 1 bonus point. 34 penalty area touches though, with 20 shots on goal, 13 from inside the box, 7 on target with 5 big chances. With 6 chances created and 2 big chances created, Rashford is clearly more likely to get an assist. He also takes more shots on goal, however it's the areas those shots come from and whether they're big chances or not that kind of make the difference for me when looking at these two. If I could pick one, regardless of price, I would probably go Lukaku right now. However, Rashford is perfectly capable of outscoring Lukaku on a given day if he is in form. If you can't get Lukaku in and Rashford is going to be playing in both games, Rashford could be a good look as well. And then we bring up the final 4, the 4 that I think you should be considering for your places in your FPL side for Game Week 32. And you've got Lukaku and Pogba. I think those two are the ones to look at if you're looking for attack. Both on 31 points, both with plenty of goal contributions, 4 apiece, and with the bonus points. I think these two are your looks. I think Rashford potentially could be another one to look at, and Lindelof is my preferred way into that defence. However, the way I look at it is their fixtures aren't as easy as Manchester City's or Chelsea's. If I was going to triple up, it would probably be with Man City. Will I triple up on Chelsea? There's the potential I will because of their opponents, but that's the main reason. I do not like the form that Chelsea are currently in. With Man United, Watford at home, Wolves away. I think Wolves could do a number on Man United. They have done before. Of course, it's completely possible that they learn from their mistakes and they do a number on Wolves. Watford, to me, looks like the highest scoring game that they could do well in, especially as it's at Old Trafford. I probably wouldn't go too ham on Manchester United. Maybe 1 attacking option, 1 defence, or 2 attacking options. That is my personal take on it. However, if you did go with 3 Manchester United options, it is perfectly possible that they beat both of these sides. It's well within their capabilities to get goals against both opponents. I just would like to look at other options as well in potential areas where other people aren't looking, which we will get to as the days go on towards Game Week 32. But my suggestion would be Lukaku and Pogba. Those two are the ones that I really like the look of. Lindelof, if he's definitely playing, again, he's actually outscored Lukaku and Pogba, so he could be a good look as well. And I know I don't really put any graphics up for keepers, but this is David De Gea, so if you want to go with David De Gea, I'm not going to tell you you're wrong. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning into this episode. As always, leave in the comments down below which Manchester United options you are considering, and I will try to reply to as many comments as I can. Also, if you haven't seen it, last night we did a live stream on the FPL Wildcats channel. Link is also in the description with FPL Dare. If you don't know who he is, go check out his channel, but go check out the live stream as well. Should be very interesting. I haven't done it yet, but we've got some ideas, so it could be a bit of fun. So go and check that out, as well as checking out all the other links in the description, including those 2 links for the Football Blogging Awards. Voting closes on Sunday, so, you know, click away. Also, subscribe if you're new to the channel, like the video, and hit that notification bell. Do all of that good stuff. I've been JNO, this has been FPL Today, and remember, it's all about the game.